but it seems fine now. Of course, it has to do it when I'm streaming. Can you hear me? Alright, what did you guys miss? Did you miss... When did it cut out? I'm assuming I'm going to just have to restart this cutscene. What did PK say? Okay, so I probably will. Yeah, sorry about this. That's gonna be 3 VODs now. Like, I know I've been getting more and more frustrated with this stream project, but like, to be fair, there's been a lot of stuff that's made this way annoying, and tech issues are not helping any of that.
Greetings.
And I don't want anyone to think that I don't think that Eric did a really good job with this campaign, because I think he did. I'm just... He didn't make it easy for me. in the latter half. The latter half has just been a slog to get through.
Yes.
Okay.
You must... Do you understand?
Okay, is this where we stopped? Okay. Did you have someone specific in mind? Bonjaman1258. If it crashes again, also, I'll be so... if it was to crash right there, I'd be like, damn it, they do not want Bonj to come back. He treated everyone so nicely back at Obtuseburg. He was always friendly, kind, positive, and sincere. He was a soul that was too pure for this world. I mean, probably, yeah. Bonjaman1258 was my friend, and I want to help him however I can. Because I know that he would do the same for me.
No.
The good news is I'm taking a break next week, so Name That Game Tune will be a breather, because that's easy. That's easy mode. Like, nobody ever has problems with Name That Game Tune. I'm sorry, Grey Ghost. Based on what Captain Ashmael has confided in me, that is simply not possible. Bonjaman1258's death was not under normal circumstances. He was banished by the forces of Nitro. Such a fate cannot be undone. The answer is unacceptable. There has to be something we can do. You must understand. He was one of the only users that didn't see me as a monster. I will do anything to get Bonji back. Please, PK, if anyone were to know, it would be you.
Greetings.
Nam Thar Gamera Tuna. Hey, what the heck is going on? It's like the chants of Senar over here. You're all shouting about something, but I can't understand any of it.
Very well.
You know, Grey Ghost, if you need help with anything, your emote mentor would be glad to lend a hand.
Greetings.
Grey Ghost asked me if there was any way to revive Bonjaman1258, which is a tricky situation considering the circumstances of his demise. Hey, what happened to this being a private conversation? Quote from Mega when tech issues. I'm just saying that we should have no tech issues. I want a world where there's no problems. Don't worry, Grey Ghost, it's me, Mega Freak 400. I'm everyone's friend.
Very well.
Your secret is safe with me.
I have a spell.
Besides, I think I have an idea. Have you considered combing through the archives?
What?
The archives.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a real space for the unbound, full of our community's rich history from the days of yore. It's located deep inside the volcano here on Admin Isle. Given that this community has been around in some form or another since 2005, that place has grown to be quite a substantial library. What's the point of hanging on to all those old records? Some of that stuff has to be older than me. And how is any of that relevant right now? Well, that's just it, Grey Ghost. One man's trash is another crab's treasure. The transcripts of Bonjaman1258's post history must be archived somewhere in there. You keep saying that Nitro can do all these wonderful things, and maybe you can't bring Bonjaman1258 back.
This should do the trick.
But can you, like, restore an old copy to make Banjamon 1258 good as new? Isn't that just a clone at that point?
What?
Are you suggesting we somehow comb through these underground annals for an archived copy of Banjamon 1258 and use Nitro to restore his memory?
A wise decision.
Listen.
This isn't like blowing into an old dusty old NES cartridge to get it working again, you know? We're talking about a full account recovery here. That sounds incredibly risky and exceedingly dangerous. Think about how many hoops websites make you jump through to recover an account when you forget a password. This is exponentially more difficult. But is it possible? Well, I had to be honest. I've never attempted such a feat.
Yes.
Though I suppose theoretically it's possible, yes. However, even though Banji was a positive influence and a valued friend for many in our organization, I could not condone such an expedition. If we go poking around the archives with Nitro, there's no telling what monsters of the past we could dig up in the process. Not to mention the archives are filled to the brim with traps and puzzles to protect the data housed within. I propose that we instead honor his legacy by liberating the server from the looming threat of... Where the blazes did that dour emo run off to? I think you already know.
It didn't have to be this way.
Oh, nuts. I forgot to tell them not to touch any of my spoiler chat transcripts. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right? Meanwhile, in the other world, alternate Mega Freak, or anti-Mega Freak 400. Grey Ghost, hold on a moment.
What?
Are you here to try and stop me?
No.
No, I know that your determination is unwavering.
Yeah.
Be advised, the archives is a twisting dungeon full of riddles and ambushes.
I am with you.
If you are to transverse its depths, then allow me to help ensure you are met with safe passage.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go get our friend back. Who loves tech issues? That's not real. I take it that we've arrived. Indeed, these expansive labyrinths are the archives of the 41 Alliance plus Mega Squad community. You'll need to locate an archived copy of Banjamon 1258 in these snaking hallways for the account recovery process to begin. There has to be one down here somewhere. With the knowledge lining these corridors and the potency of Nitro on our side, the rest of the operation should be manageable. Why do I have a feeling that what I'm looking for will be at the very end of all these tunnels? That's how these type of situations in video games usually play out. Though given the maze-like design of these halls, you should feel right at home. Yes, I'm ready.
Very well, then.
Very well, then.
Off we go.
Off we go! Let us begin this volcanic venture. Clear the chapter in 18 turns or less. Alright, let's see what we have working here. Navigate through the archives while losing no more than 3 units. Unlock the mystery of the 7 secret books. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is fucking huge. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. So these are the books. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll leave it up to the audience, because, I mean, this seems like I would enjoy it more. Like, I mean, I don't know if we put up to an official vote, but, like, I know I dropped you, but it's like, do I do this now, or do I save this for next time? Because it does seem really cool. Or do I just do the dialogue stuff? Like, because the thing is, a lot of people are not going to be here, and this is really cool, and I feel like this would be fun to show off, too, so I don't know. Do the dialogue, and then start with this, and then do the finale. Because I think I should be able to do this and the finale in one go, potentially. Well, I guess, hang on, before I just do the finale, I can't move PK? Oh, because PK has the... I don't know what PK did. I want to see... Let me see exactly how this works first. Yeah, I want to just... I'm just going to go a little... Just to get an idea of what I'm actually doing here. Grey Ghost, wait a moment. What now? I think it's best if I remain close to the entrance while you go on ahead. Why, you're not scared, are you? Balderdash and hogwash. Uncle PK does concede from such elementary ordeals. I'm concerned with the safety of the Nitro Gem. As much as I want to help restore the Bonjamon 1258 that we know and love, the Nitro Gem being lost in this canaverous crusade would be absolutely disastrous. I need to protect it first and foremost. There is a fire burning inside of you, Grey Ghost. If I lingered beside you, I would only risk snuffing out the flames of your ambition or dousing your blazing determination. Are you going to continue making fire puns because we're inside a volcano? I'd say that's a surefire bet. Yes, please stay here. Fret not, Grey Ghost. If you arrive at a point where you are unsure how to proceed, please come back and talk to me. As the Sultan of Secrets, I'm sure I can impart some valuable wisdom that may help you on your quest. Thanks, I'll come back if I get stuck. Good luck, Grey Ghost. Your fiery spirit speaks to the attachment that you and Bonji have kindled. Alright, so it looks like...
What?
Great Galloping Goombas, what was that? Oh, it was just the bridge. I'll be over here if you need me. I knew that Fuzuli fossil was too cowardly for this. Good, Grey Ghost has moved onwards. Perhaps coming down here alone with Grey Ghost was one of my rare lapses in judgment. Given that I have a Nitro Gem in my possession, it's not what's waiting in the archives that worries me. I'm unsure of how this actually works. Like, that's what I'm trying to get far enough to actually, like, see things happening, but so far nothing's happening. The 401 Plus Omega Squad Community Trivia Volume 1. What is the name of the collaborative Let's Play group that was founded in 2009, featuring the talents of Mega Freak 400, Caveman Rules 1-3-1, The Pasta King, Gaia Crusher 9, Shadow Mario XLI, Powder Mario, and Slim Kirby? It's fucking trivia! We were gonna call this. Well, there is trivia. I don't know what that glowing spot is for, though. Well, they didn't want to do that because they didn't want it to be PSP. That's the reason why we didn't do it. Huh, well, this is frustratingly obtuse. It seems like these three mechanisms are linked to this spot. But what do they do? I have a suspicion that I'll have to return later. I'm keeping the location fresh in my mind. Okay, so I can't actually go this way yet. Okay, so it does seem like this is basically a Zelda thing. I don't know how much is actually in here. So do we still think probably I should just wait until next time to actually go further? I know I'm still like exploring, but I'm thinking I probably should save this for next time. I probably could do it tonight, but I think it might be more fun to do it next time. Now that we saw a little bit more to get a better idea. Yeah, but you can watch it next time, Summer. I don't know, Sneaky. Does your answer change? Because the thing is, it's 2 o'clock now. Am I still online? Also, my chat says I'm offline. Okay. I mean, how fast do you think I can do this? There's not that many spots, I guess. You don't think it'll be faster than dialogue? I'd love to see my reaction to this level. Alright. I mean, will you guys be around next time, though, or no? That's fair. Why are there, wait, hang on. Why is there a fish in that lava? Yeah, what is that? Alright, I think we will start next stream with this, because I think this will be a really cool one to start with. And then, I guess here's the thing. I guess I do want confirmation on this, so I know exactly what I'm getting into Stern. Because I know from what you said that there's this chapter, and then there's the dialogue, and then there's a battle. Is the last thing also a battle? No. So it would only be one actual battle next time. If I was to do this tonight, it'd be one battle. Basically. Like, obviously, if I move this next time, there'll be 2 battles. But I'm saying, if the original plan was to do the dialogue chapter, the final battle, and the last 3 chapters, there'd only be 1 battle. You would do a Zelda dungeon, a battle, and the final. But the final is not a battle. Is that what we, like, the final is not a battle? Okay. I think I can easily do this and the other battle next time with no issue. So let's do the dialogue, actually.
It's not...
No,
possible.
I can't lose. Not here. Not like this. I was blinded by my own hubris. It was a long shot to be able to bring Banjimon 1258 back. And now I won't be able to stand alongside the others. I've disappointed everyone. And now this maze will serve as my final resting place. Hey, I suppose that's poetic and an end for a sad emo like me. Who decides to put a vault full of important documents inside an active volcano anyway? Interesting. There's also... I have an idea of what might happen, but obviously we will do that next time. This seems really fun. I think I'm going to really like this chapter. And while I would like to do it tonight, I really want other people to see my reaction, and it's like 2 o'clock. Granted, you could argue, well, what about the plot? It's like, well, they can rewatch the VOD for the plot. That's not a big deal. But I think this should be saved for next time for sure. And if Eric's watching this back, I'm very excited to play this one, and I think I will really like this map. It just sucks that I've only really did 1 map tonight, basically. Well, 2 maps, I guess, but... clear chapters 4.2 and 4.3. Okay. Mega, it's so great to see you again. I've missed you.
Greetings.
The feeling is mutual, my prized emote. I was worried when I heard that you encountered some hazy conditions on your copious campaign.
Yes.
But I'm glad to see that you safely emerged from the blind forest.
That was tough.
Yeah, that thick fog really upped the ante.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Cobalt Yoshi 27's vines afforded us some much-needed vision to disrupt the advance of our foes. You could say that my vines threw an extra variable into the equation. Until we solve this bot crisis, well,
Yes.
I guess I'll enroll as a student in your class, Blue Ghost. They grow up so fast.
Nature's cry!
What about you, Mega? How was it back on Admin Isle?
I have a spell.
With all the magical
for this.
items being passed around, our battle ended up being quite the mystic quest.
The victory
Now with the
will
newfound
earn.
allies and a pair of nitro gems on our side, we're ready to continue our Crystal Chronicles.
I have no doubt.
I'm confident that we'll live to see the after years as long as our tactics are advanced enough.
Hey!
Hey Sturm, get a load of all those Final Fantasy references. Oh, I know. So happy. Hey, get out of here. Stop eavesdropping on our conversation. I know what that quote was from. Blast those meddling Advent children.
Excuse me.
By my calculations, your most recent output contained yet another reference. By your calculations, huh? Yeah, Air 404 PC load letter and such. And I'm not fooling anyone. Everyone knows that I'm back to being me. Well, maybe not exactly me in the traditional sense. I used to be a fearsome canine.
I messed up.
And now I'm just some unassuming rodent.
No problem.
I love Lytra's, like, swinging animation. I mean, as long as I can get back to rooting for my favorite sports team when all this blows over, I'll be happy. But so much for the law of equivalent exchange. Speak for yourself, Rare. My new mouse form is magnificent.
Strength from
It's
beyond.
a true embodiment of the desert champion spirits, smoldering within me. Oh, desert champion, you say?
Yeah.
Remind me, how many Smash Invitational titles do you have under your belt? Technically, I have 2, and if my math is correct, you have, 0?
Stop.
Hey, I don't remember asking for your opinion. I survived because the fire inside me burned brighter than the fire around me.
Old friend.
Don't forget, once our temporary alliance against Clyde is over, I still have a score to settle with you, Blue Ghost. Now you're starting to sound like Pod. Hi, Pond. Pond really does scowl a lot.
Is there a problem here?
Excuse me, I will not tolerate petty squabbling between our players. We have the momentum on our side. Where's Salus? We have the momentum on our side. It's the best that we can run an offensive play while we can.
Onward.
It's match point coming up, and we need all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Yar, now you're speaking my language.
I'm
For
ready.
duty.
I agree.
I agree. I'm ready for this to be an inscription in the server's history and not my current virtual reality. That fort up ahead is where we agreed to converge following our little route
A
split.
wise decision.
What do you say we get some shut-eye so we can be at full strength for what's to come?
Yeah. I'm going in. What?
What the heck was that? I'm not sure. There wasn't anyone on this channel when I last checked. Well, it sure sounds like someone's there now.
To arms!
Ready yourself, my Capanelli comrades. We have a brigade of bots incoming.
What?
What? How do they know where to find us? Do you remember what Nara and Rare and Darth told us? Clyde has access to everything on the server. We should have predicted that the artificial intelligence would try to pull a trick like this. Dear viewers, have the bots compiled an ambush? Have our heroes been caught flat-footed? Is Clyde about to secure a victory royale? Stay tuned to find out. Oh hey, a donation. Thanks for the bits. Has he been live streaming the entire time?
Very well, then.
If so, then make sure to save the VOD. Super Yoshi 141's viewers are about to get the royal treatment.
Together we stand.
Blue Ghost, let us stand together.
I'm here to help.
What?
Don't let me get in the middle of this battle block theater.
I have a spell for
Super
this.
Yoshi and I will provide range support from here.
Don't hold back.
Be on your guard, here they
I'll
come.
save you all.
Where did they go?
I'll tear you to pieces.
Yeah, that's right. Keep running. Get wrecked, scrubs.
I'm unstoppable.
My dragons are unstoppable.
What?
Salus? Well, I'm actually glad to see you.
Hello, old friend.
Dragon Master Salus, your timing is impeccable.
Yeah!
Of course, a true hero always arrives late. Though, truth be told, the real hero is Mr. Mario 9608. He was the one that concocted a cure for my dragons.
Whatever!
After the fluke win that Naran somehow got away with.
Pardon?
Excuse me, I'm still here, you know.
Indeed.
Salus, I told you I would find you and get dragons on my team, and just look at us now!
Just confirms
It was all
my
part of my plan.
hypothesis.
My playbook never lies.
Another victory for scientific inquiry.
He would say that. Wait, Mr. Mario survived this algorithmic onslaught too? Is he here? Not yet, but I wagered that he and the Werehog 88 are on the way. And if I were really betting a man, I'd say Mr. L is out there somewhere too. Mr. L. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. I'm not surprised to hear he's still kicking. If he managed, but like, did Salus just like figure out that Naran's good now, or like, how'd they get like updated on everything? If he managed to survive 2 separate combats with me, then the pathetic programs sure aren't going to stop him.
Yes?
Do you think there are other resistance groups out there as well? I can't say for sure, but it seems likely that we're not alone. One thing that I do know, however, is that everyone still on the server knows what's at stake. I have faith that anyone who can spare their strength will lend it towards our final effort. All right, all the pieces are coming together for an epic showdown.
They'll teach him to mess with us.
We'll show Discord what happens when it bugs the wrong server. The thought that one day we will drive out Clyde and usher in a bright future for the server.
This should do the
It
trick.
fills me with determination.
Brace yourself.
Come on, everyone. We must prepare for our final bout against Discord's Overseer.
Victory will be ours.
Prevail!
What if we, like, defeat Discord's Overseer, then just the game shuts off, because, like,
Abandon
Discord's
all
gone? Like, we defeat Clyde, and then we just all die. My vengeance against these bots knows no bounds. I'm coming for you, Clyde. You won't escape my wrath.
I am the end of all things.
Okay, using the data provided by Naran, Darth, and Rare from when they were connected to Clyde's database, we've been able to triangulate the position of Clyde's central processing unit on this server. Mega has given me the authority to lead our allied charge towards the final foe. When I feel like our company is ready, I can move here to signal our advance. I know that I should be resting, but how can I possibly sit still at a time like this? Maybe I should see how everyone else is holding up. Okay. Hey, Blue Ghost, I know you're eager to confront this Clyde character, but we can't afford to be hasty here. We only have one shot at this, and I'll be joining you in giving the marching orders once everyone is ready. I'm sorry, Mega, I know you like to take your time. I didn't mean to rush you. It's quite alright. I think everyone is a little on edge around here. How about a little humor to help lighten the mood? I'm very funny, you know? Was that the joke? Oh, very funny, Blue Ghost. You must have had a mentor back at Tusberg with a sharp sense of humor. However, as you will soon see, my Azura acquaintance, the student still has a long way to go before surpassing the master. Riddle me this, Blue Ghost. What do you call someone who digs after dark? I'm not sure. A shovel knight. Okay, that was actually pretty clever. There's more where that came from. What do you call a foundry where cookies are made? Yoshi's cookie. I'm stumped again. A Factorio. Ah, I see what you did there. Here's one more before I start charging you. What do you call a competition between flocks of anonymous fowl? Oh, come on. If I couldn't get the others, then I certainly won't know this. An untitled goose game. Ah, that's a good one. You're right, Mega. I do feel better after a good laugh. Don't mention it. Jokes should always, like these are always good to keep in your back pocket. Card jockey. He should have quit while he was ahead. Okay. There's no other... Who was the other green unit? Eric, but Eric's not here. Okay. Hey Darth, I'm glad you didn't die to the Pasta King's Nitro Jutsu. the ninjutsu. The loss of such a valuable ally really would have left me feeling blue. Do not let the possibility of my death concern you. I've never felt more alive. That's good to hear. I wasn't sure what the recovery time would be like after getting your body back. Well, not your body per se. You have more of a muscular mouse-like makeup now. As a leader of the bunch, you know that well, but I'm finally back to kick some tail. I'm bigger, faster, and stronger too. I'm ready to march in our allied crew. DB, Darth Bowser. DB, Darth Bowser is here. I appreciate the reference, but I took a whole course in my emote studies on the flawed design of Donkey Kong 64. I can forward you my course material sometime, but I'd rather not get into it now. Suffice to say, the length of such a debate would never let us get to fighting Clyde. That's understandable. Besides, I'd rather settle our differences on the battlefield. I will use this match against Clyde to test my mettle in preparation for our grand rematch. That's the spirit, I guess. Just know that Clyde will likely have some form of protection around its core at the start of the match. We may have to wade through waves of bots before we get to the a chance to deal any significant damage. I figured something like that would be the case. Even though it won't be easy, I know that we can get out there and win. After all, if you're saying that our eventual rematch will be grand, think of how grand it will be when we're fighting on the same team. Yeah, the force is strong with us. I'm still the only one that's I'm probably going to be the second person to beat this, right? I'm pretty sure. Like, only Sturm is beating it still, right? Hey, sorry that I had to unleash a Falcon Punch upside your head, but it was the only way to emancipate you from Clyde's control. How are you holding up? And are you still going by Rare, or should we go back to calling you FE? I'm fine, thanks for checking in. The more I think about it, I kind of like the sound of Rare Rotten, but you can still call me Rare. I'm thankful that you found a way to get Clyde out of my head. I don't think I could have withstood a lifetime of nothing but zeros and ones. So, no hard feelings then, even for, you know, what Mr. B and I did to you in the last campaign? Listen, I have no interest in seeking revenge or getting embroiled in political drama. That's just not me. Yeah, I think your former teacher was a jerk and should be put on blast, but at the end of the day, I just want to kick back and watch my favorite college sports team. Is that too much to ask? If everyone needs to help, my help to disable Clyde so that can become a reality, then that's well worth it. Worth the effort of joining the fray. So you're confident that we'll win, then? We may not know the full extent of what we're getting ourselves into, but there's something that Clyde doesn't know either. We dem boys, we got this. Alright. What are Sneaky and Storm going to say anything, like, very important? Also, I don't know if I said it, Nina, but I will definitely get to the thing once I finish streaming. Hey, Sneaky. Yeah, Sturm? Why don't you let me lead the way for the final battle? Huh? What do you mean? You don't think I can handle it? Last I checked, we go by the name of Sneaky and Sturm, not Sturm and Sneaky. Even just saying it backwards sounds wrong. No, it's not that. It's just... Discord's primary color is purple, and if our allies mistake that purple for your purple, well, that could be a particularly perilous purple problem. Oh, no fair. Why does Discord's purple get first choice over me? She would say that. And want us to be a green unit for one map. Is that too much to ask? Oh, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. I'm assuming that this is actually probably, like, because of, like, programming and all that. You can't have, like, 2 purple units. Hooray! Thanks, Sneaky. Hey, you still seem like you have something on your mind. What's up? Do you see this big treasure chest next to us? Yeah, what about it? Don't you see, Sturm? See what exactly? This could finally be our big break. We've become trusted members of the group, and everyone's focused on the battle ahead. This would be the perfect time for a score. No one is even guarding this thing. It would be the easiest heist of our careers. I think you mean it would be the only heist of our careers. We put a lot of legwork into getting Uncle PK's tarot cards. This has to count for something. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Those experience points add up. But don't you think that preparing for Clyde is a little more pressing? We may have been set on the path to save the server, but I still want to find some fame and fortune at the end of the road. Think of it as a little tip from our service administrative team for excellent service we provided. I suppose there's no harm in skimming a little off the top for all we've done. That's the spirit. Now let's see what's inside. It's empty. What gives? Wait a second, Sneaky. There's a little note written here. Ooh, it could be a code to open an even bigger treasure chest. What does it say? Let's see here. Sneaky and Sturm, we are incredibly grateful for all that you have done to help our server, but instead of seeking riches in this chest, consider that maybe the real treasure was the friends you've made along the way. Eric. I hate it here. This feeling, I felt it the moment I laid eyes on you. What is it? I can't remember what is the song? My pulse is rushing, my head is feeling, my face is flushing. What is this feeling? What the fuck is that from? Oh, Wicked. It's from Wicked. Okay. I'm like, I definitely know this. It's, what is this feeling? Fervent as a flame. Does it have a name? Yes. Loathing. Unadulterated loathing. For your face, your voice, your clothing. Let's just say, I loathe it all. Every little trait, however small, makes my very flesh begin to crawl. So what do you want? I'm just going around to check on everyone. That everyone includes you. That's an actual song, by the way. In spite of our past grievances, I view you as a valuable ally. Heck, you were the one that kicked off this alliance in the first place. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we may have already been banished into the Aether and lost in cyberspace. Do you really think we can do this? Do you think we can beat Discord at its own game? We have to try. There's no alternative. We've already seen that if we all work together, we're capable of accomplishing so much. How else do you think the 41 Alliance plus Mega Squad community was able to grow and prosper from its origins as a mere IRC room? Darth Bowser 66 and Rare have been freed from Clyde's clutches, so why then would it be impossible for us to liberate the entire server? Your devout positivity is sickening. How can you always be so optimistic? We're talking about charging headlong into a battle against Discord's Overseer, an advanced program with functions specifically designed to delete servers. This is the final boss of all final bosses. No, this is even beyond that. This is like the hidden post-game super boss. No, this is like the hidden post-game's uber boss locked behind a boss rush of super bosses. And yet you stand here smiling. Are you not fooling yourself? Life is too short to be negative. It's only natural to have doubts, but the world we know wasn't shaped by those who have allowed such hesitation to hinder them from realizing their potential. This place, these friends, this group, they are all worth fighting for, and if this really is to be our end, then I can think of no better cause worth dying for. So whether we're to be met with victory or death, I will be together with my dearest companion, smiling the entire time. Believe it! And I will be loathing you my life long. What? Was it something I said? That was a good speech. I'll have to include that in my next book. Yo, Blue Ghost. Hey, Sal, it's just like last time. You have a knack for showing up when it matters most. Your dragons will hopefully be just the thing we need to carve a path directly to Clyde's core. Yeah, the tonic that Mr. Mario 9608 brewed really did the trick with them getting them back in fighting cadet form. My winged worms should be able to roll with advantage for any of their strength checks, or fortitude saves. I'm sure that you sustain your dragons with a balanced diet, so they should have no trouble staying healthy. You know they say that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, by my count, an apple a day keeps anyone away if you throw it hard enough. True! At least their nutrient levels of copper, iron, and zinc should be topped off with all these bots. There are soon to be snacks. Besides, the way these winged creatures eat, they need something a little more substantial than an apple to keep them happy. I'd be careful about spreading any potential apple slander. Sneaky Scarab told me that they met the King of Apples during their travels. I'm sure he wouldn't be pleased to hear that. Wait, so we have a Pasta King and an Apple King on this server? What's next? A Pizza King? Yeah, I think Eric has already proclaimed himself as the one filling that role. Has he ever told you about how you can add seasoning to take out pizza and reheat it in the oven to crisp it back up and improve the taste? Spare me, please. I've only heard it like 1,000 times. Forget about Eric's common knowledge that he disguises as insider chips. That pizza should really become a mainstay on the server as my Baconator pizza. There is no way that's a thing. Oh, but it is. Simply crumble a Baconator from Wendy's. Is this a thing that people... Wait, did I miss this conversation? I think I might have missed this. Don't do this also. Simply crumple a Baconator from Wendy's, or really any bacon double cheeseburger on top of a pizza and enjoy. Eric and I went to school together. You can ask him. He bore witness to my greatest culinary creation. Honestly, I would absolutely believe it. I don't really know if it would be... I guess it wouldn't be bad, but... Granted, I say that as I've had cheeseburger. It's the bun would be the thing. I would, like, just not have the bun. I think the bun is the thing I would take off. I thought you were legally obligated to never have Oreo pizza again. That is brilliant. In fact, I think I'm going to whip up one now. Oh, but you can enjoy your apple. It's the healthy choice after all. We all need to listen to Salas more. True. So, like, this is supposed to be taking place after the paralog, right? But, like, none of the paralog people are here. So I assume, like... I don't know. I mean, unless it would be if I hadn't, if I had done the paralog first, maybe it would have changed, but... Hello, Coach Naron. What are you doing on the beach over here? Just working on finalizing my scouting report for the upcoming match. Do you see that purple symbol on the ground next to me? Yeah, they were all along the perimeter of the battlefield arena, too. Glad that your head is still in the game, Belugos. That bodes well for us. The battle ahead will be 90% mental and the other half physical. Wait, that doesn't... Listen, when I was Clyde's puppet, I used these lavender signals to bring more players from off the bench. I suspect that Clyde may pull out these out of his playbook again and field them against us to overwhelm the pitch with annoying bots. They each occupy 4 map tiles, though, so if we can occupy all 4 tiles of one of these things, we can probably stop these robot raiders from making their debut in this arena. What do you mean they occupy 4 map tiles? What is a map tile? Don't worry about it, just some lingo for us sports insiders. Listen, we have to play to win the game. Those bots are who we thought they were, and we're not going to let them off the hook. Okay. See the line where the sky meets the sea? It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. You can tell that Eric has a 2-year-old. Ahoy, Captain Eshmael. Is now a bad time? Aye, not at all. Blue Ghost, I was just belting out a couple of old sea shanties. Pirate legend has it that singing out these into the open ocean will bring upon good fortune and favorable winds for the voyage ahead. Plus, with the mute mercenary guys that I have assumed for so long, I've missed being able to do this without fear of discovery. Hey, we'll take all the help we can get, even if it's rooted in the serenades of water sung old... I don't know. Personally, I'm not really the superstitious type. But I am a little stitious. In any case, after enduring Pawn the Great's company for so long, I'm sure that some alone time can be refreshing. Thank you for all you've done. What can I say except you're welcome? Eric told me that Moana is currently his... I called it! Eric told me that Moana is currently his daughter's favorite movie, so I'm sure he would appreciate those references. Or at least he would if he were around. Yar, don't give up on our original administrator just yet. He's a crafty old soul with plenty of experience. He could still have a plan in the works to help us. I don't know. He doesn't exactly have the best track record at being, you know, around. But I sure hope you're right. Cobalt, I'm glad I ran into you. We still haven't had the chance to catch up. Are you well? Yes, all thanks to you and your friends, though I shouldn't have expected any less from a fellow practitioner of mathematics. If there's one thing that's definite, it's how integral your support has been. You're a prime protector, Blue Ghost, and certainly not some composite derivative. Are you trying to speak using as many math puns as you can, or is that just how you talk these days? What do you mean? It's not my median mode of... What do you mean? Is this not my median mode of speech? Never mind. In any event, your vines were useful in limiting the mobility of rare spots, so I wanted to thank you for that. Well, unlike when you saved me from Sakani's clutches back on Admin Isle and in your last adventure, I was actually able to contribute before being released this time. Say now, that's someone I almost forgot about. What do you suppose happened to Sakani? I'm sure that conniving hunter is still sulking around somewhere. Hopefully he'll help prey on some of Clyde's bots. Otherwise, we'll be the ones hunting him. I'm sure he wouldn't be so short-sighted that he would ally himself with the very entity trying to bring about the deletion of the server that we all know and love. Right? There's no way that he's not coming back before the end of this. Hey, Grey Ghost, we haven't had the chance to touch base yet. I'm sure Megan would be happy to see the Maze Game duo reunited once more. I heard about what happened at Tewsburg. I understand why you're feeling down. Your anger is justified, and I'm sorry that you had to experience that. I'm here to listen if you need to talk. No, Blue Ghost, that's not it. I understand that many of the server's channels have been hit hard by DDoS bot attacks. I don't think of my tragedy as greater than others. It's that the Spire of Tewsburg was slain on my watch. The day of reconciliation for Clyde and all of Discord's bots is nearly upon us. They must atone for what they've done. If we fail, I don't know how I could live with that pain. The one good thing about doing Final Fantasy X next, or not next, but I don't have to read any of the dialogue, or at least not as much, because I know it has voice acting. Well, if we fail, there probably wouldn't be much living to do at that point anyway. My bad. Not the best comedic timing on my part. I'm still alive, right, also? Everyone else is here laughing and joking around like it's some sort of picnic. The only other person taking the task of going up against Discord's mascot seriously is Pawn the Great, and I despise him. Sigh. I'm sorry for the tonal shift here. I just can't shake this feeling of pessimism regarding the battle ahead. Sorry, I dropped the voice acting and broke it all. You have to read it. No. The big question is, do I name Tidus at all? Because, like, which is funnier? To name it, just keep him named Tidus, or to name him something else? Listen, I know it's easier said than done, but try not to let your morale fall too low. After all, I was able to drive the iron-fisted Slim Kirby out of our server. Now we have all of these other allies and the power of Nitro to work with. Everyone is nervous, anxious, and unsure of what's to come. I think a little levity is their way of processing these emotions. If our days really are limited, then should we not let them enjoy the time they have left? If we don't maintain faith in our victory, then we may as well lay down our arms now. We must be resilient. If there's anyone I know that is capable of such fortitude, it's you. You're right. I have to believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. My grim outlook will only hamper our vigor. This isn't the story of my revenge. It's all of us. We're going in together. Hey, Blue Ghost? Yeah, Grey Ghost? You remember when we used to just bounce back and forth in a grid-based labyrinth before all this Discord server drama? All we had to worry about were green bears, light bulb blocks, and colored switches. Yes, how could I forget such fond memories? Well, when we are able to drive Clyde and end this madness, let's make some time to go back and do that again, okay? I would like that. How do you feel about that being a hobby of just bouncing in a labyrinth? Oh look, here's a copy of the most recent bulletin board post. Let's see what it says. At everyone, breaking news coming to you live from QHJ. Our pots on new games for Nintendo Switch Online, spoiler cats coming and going, and the latest on scandals in the video game industry will have to wait. I'm here meow with our server administrator Eric, who has confirmed that we are under attack by a clouder of Discord bots. I was able to get him to take a pause from parenting for a meowment to explain how we can stand up to these purple people eaters. Here's what he had to say. Hello all. Yes, it is true. A violation of the terms of services has caused the server to be targeted for deletion. Though we still don't know the origin of this issue, we're pretty sure it's Pawn's fault. I know what you're thinking. Has the wicked Pawn the Great found a way to return? Well, for now at least, there's no need to fear. To his credit, even someone as cruel and treasonous as Pawn understands that we must combat this threat together. He is on our side. Though it seems like times are grim, many of our server's most reputable members have banded together to combat Clyde, the mascot of Discord. In fact, they have already freed some of our community members from Clyde's control. If you too would like to join the efforts to protect the community we hold dear to our hearts, please send me a private message and we can organize a plan of attack together. Thank you. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon. I really hope that Eric should have just sent this message out to a bunch of like random people to see if anyone responds. And then if they did, they get included in the final battle. Meow, I've seen the personalities come together firsthand at the Battlefield Arena. I'm feline fortunate that they are helping us claw our way to victory. Be sure to message Eric as soon as possible so our lyric can live long and prosper. Ugh, I forgot how much I don't miss those cat puns. Though it's good to hear that Eric has been busy after all. Hopefully something substantial comes from his behind-the-scenes efforts. Regardless, we should all be thankful that QHJ didn't get assimilated. Because she be a Gato Roboto. Yeah, I should leave the puns to Mega. That's true. We better have all of the Casanovas show up. Hey chat, check it out. Blue Ghost is coming this way. Even when you're away from Battlefield Arena, the job of commander never ends for you, does it? It has become a way of life, or commentator. It has become a way of life. Ever since we started at Eric's retirement ceremony, our record viewership numbers only continue to climb higher. I'm expecting them to double again for our final clash with Clyde. Would you care to give a quick hello to Super Yoshi's Super Squad? Oh, sure thing. Not sure about the Super Squad, but hello to all my Ghost Gang members out there. We'll win this one for you. Look at the bits and donations pouring in. I can barely keep up with the chat. They love you, Blue Ghost. Subscribe before our fight with Clyde starts, and you'll be entered for a chance to win Battlefield Arena season tickets. Wait, what? I didn't agree to that. I can't afford to. Huh, wow. A lot of people are subscribing. Ah, heck, I guess I am a true gamer at heart. I love seeing numbers go up. If we make it through this, I'll give away multiple sets of season tickets for life. Don't worry, chat. I'll hold them to it. Also, make sure to subscribe so your viewing isn't interrupted by an ad break. You won't want to miss a moment of the finals action. That goes for you out there in front of the screen, too. Yeah, I appreciate it, but it's too late for anyone to subscribe tonight. What's up to PK next? Hello, old friend. Look at you, seeking me out for an extra conversation, just like old times, eh, Blue Ghost? Yes, as fun as that was, this time there's a bit more on the line than just some hidden bonus shenanigans. I heard that all went smoothly in removing Clyde's ties that bound Darth Bowser. Indeed. After 50 hours, he was quite the spicy meatball, but still no match for my fettuccine finisher. And a little birdie told me that you really showed rare your moves with an awe-inspiring Falcon Punch. If anyone could properly harness the control of the power of Nitro Gem on their first real field test, I knew it would be you. I'm still trying to process that Discord's premium purple petite pearls are capable of such tremendous feats. Are these really going to be our keys to victory? Make no mistake, the battle ahead won't be easy. Clyde is Discord's overseer, after all. I'm sure that advanced algorithm has already tried to calculate and predict every strategic permutation that we could dream up. But one key variable is in the equation, one that can't solve for, is teamwork. This is still going to take like an hour to get through this. Please don't tell me that this all boils down to the power of friendship. Ultimately, Clyde is just a computer program. It doesn't have any data on human connections and can't even begin to fathom the strength of the eternal bonds that the 41 Alliance plus Mega Squad has forged throughout our storied history. That will be the X factor that propels us into victory. Huh, I guess that makes sense. Thanks, PK. We couldn't have made it this far without your valuable wisdom and insight. Just don't spend it all in one place. Alright. Hello again, Mega. How's my favorite emote mentor? Blue Ghost, it warms my heart to see you stepping up and trying to keep everyone's spirits high. It isn't fair for such a burden to be placed on the shoulders of a single emote, but we're all looking to your leadership for the battle ahead. Clyde has us at gunpoint, and we only have one shot to outlast our rivals of Aether in this impending brawlhalla. Wow, you're really on point with the gaming reference today. It's how I cope with high-pressure situations. I'm happy that you and Grey Ghost are here, but I wish the other Ghost emotes from the Maze game remastered could have made it. Yeah, me too. But the legacy of the Ghost game doesn't die with them. You can create and raise new Ghost emotes, right? Right you are. In fact, I already have some training projects in the works. Party Ghost and Gamer Ghost are pretty much ready for their introduction at the Hall of Emotes. I'm thinking next I'll start working on Neon White Ghost. Of course. Of course. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, though. We first need to prepare for an explosive finale against our automated antagonist. Or I guess what I'm trying to say is, let's bomb rush this cyberfunk. Alright, is there any other Sturm? Did I miss anyone? Am I still live? Not that I remember. Okay. What percentage of real am I? Well then, what do you say? Is it time for us to go now? On second thought, there's no need to be hasty. We only have one shot and we shouldn't miss our chance. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. We can afford to wait until we're fully prepared. 4. Well then, what do you say? Is it time for us to go now? I can hardly believe it. We're finally going to confront Clyde, Discord's big bad mascot. I think it's like funny that they're like, oh, we're finally going to beat Clyde. But in the perspective of like Blue Ghost, they did the Battlefield Arena. She did one battle to save Rare, and now they're going to do the final battle. Like, it is kind of weird pacing-wise from her perspective. As Mega would say,
go.
Let us venture into the breach together.
Yes.
Clyde, I have come with a reconnaissance report. Running predictive AI script. Printing results. You are about to tell me that Rare, Darth Bowser, and Naran had defected from our ranks. The allied forces of the 41 Alliance plus Mega Squad are converging on our position. Yeah, exactly. How did you... Multi-threading framework enables the simultaneous observation and processing of all activity on the server. In simpler terms, I am the perfect computer. Defeating me isn't a possibility. Do I need to initiate an inquiry into your allegiance, Sakani?
No.
No, of course not. I already told you that I am firmly on the side of the predator. I'm never the prey.
Look.
I hope that my new purple garb is indicative of my loyalty to you. Your messages have been received. You'll be spared from deletion. The 41 Alliance plus Mega Squad server, however, has accumulated multiple transgressions against the terms and services. No further warnings will be issued. Then what are we waiting for? Let's finish off these fools now. Flip the deletion switch. It is a matter of seconds. Our prey will be wiped off the map. Your request cannot be processed.
What?
The destruction of Nitro is a parameter in my programming that prevents the server deletion function from executing. The rationale is that deleted Nitro becomes untraceable by Discord. It would subsequently risk potential vulnerability in Discord's framework. I guess that checks out. You wouldn't want these powerful artifacts to go unchecked and fool around randomly in cyberspace. Correct? No matter, our ensuing battle will only make the hunt more thrilling.
Yes.
What shall we do to prepare for these vermin? It has now become necessary to bring online additional deletion subroutines, initializing, accessing server archives, compiling user history tables, analyzing data, extracting models, initiating hardware components. Entity generation completed. What does that mean? My system has just synthesized millions of data points from throughout the server's history. This data has been utilized to construct the ideal opponent for our foes. It is possible the strength to soundly defeat them both mentally and physically. Against such an entity, they will be terminated. Oh, now this is exciting. Let's see it. Your message has been set. Processing user request.
Greetings.
The hunt begins.
Is that Slim Kirby? Fake Slim Kirby? Evil Slim Kirby? Alright. The server's allied forces confront collide in a showdown to decide the fate of Discord's server. The Crown of Command. Alright. So next time, not next week, because next week is Name That Game Tune Switch Edition. But next time, we will be not doing the final battle, we'll be doing the paralogue. And then we will do the final battle. And hopefully finish everything off. Besides the paralogue battle, I've gotten everything else with 3 stars. And in theory, I've gotten every slim spot, so. So this will be on the 14th. I'll be doing this, hopefully finishing it off. So, thanks for being patient, guys. I'm sorry that I really liked I liked the Summer Zany chapter. It was very funny. I didn't hate it. I just hate that I hate that the slim spot was in a bad location. Because once I didn't have to worry about that, I could put all my forces into just getting over that hump. I also think, like, on the second go-through, I didn't trigger Summer's sending Fifi down thing, which I think was, like, vital. I pushed too far up, and it triggered Summer, like, within turn 2, Summer was, like, going at me. I almost think maybe that should have been, like, slightly higher, because it's so easy to get up that way, up there, like, pretty quick because of the flamingos. So, that would be my 2 complaints with that chapter, is I don't really like where the slim space is located, and I don't really like how that trigger point seems to be a bit low. But I really like it. Was very funny. Summer is the funniest character. The archives, or not the archives, the Forest chapter was fine. It took me a bit to get going, but once I got going, it was good. So it wasn't too bad. I think we'll do like a whole recap of which chapters I liked. I think I've mostly enjoyed them. It's just, this game is so big, and I think there's so, maybe I'm wrong, but I think there's way more dialogue than there was in the last campaign. I don't actually know what the word count difference would be, but I feel like it feels a lot more. So I think that it's not like any one fault, but that in conjunction with it just being a bigger game, and in addition to the game being so much, in addition to Wargroove 2 having like the lag on the Switch version, and just a lot of factors in that, it's just been a long project. So, but I have been enjoying it. I'm also ready to move on. So, hopefully the next time we play this will be the last time. But I'm very excited to check this chapter out. This one seems like it might be my favorite. So I'm very excited for this one. And then yeah. So I hope you guys come back next week for Name That Game Tune. That should be fun. It's going to be Switch exclusives only. And like I said, the week after will be this, and then I will take a week break before moving on to some one-offs before Final Fantasy X. So, the VODs are probably a mess, but I'll take care of that at a different point. I don't think anyone is streaming that we can raid, so I'm probably just going to call it, but let me just check, because I really haven't raided anyone in forever. Nah. Okay. So we're probably just going to call it. I mean, there is some people I could raid, but I'm tired. I got to also go do funny haha jokes. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Summer, go eat some candy. Bye.